Oh, test was not that bad. I'm gonna start this off by saying I did not have a single transformation question. Logarithmic or exponential. I didn't have a single one. So I don't know if our tests are exactly the same. If they are, then you guys are fine not knowing that stuff. If they aren't the same, then maybe I would still try to study that. I don't know. Okay, anyways, it was 15 questions. In my opinion, it was easy, but I study like a freak, so, oh my god. Okay, so to figure this out, you need to rewrite it in exponential form. So, a needle pulling thread. Come on. Come on, work with me here, program. This is our base. And whatever it's equal to is our exponent. So when we rewrite it in exponential form, looks like this. If you don't know, 11 squared is 121. So the answer is 2. And my 2 came out really fancy. Okay. This is another one where you need to rewrite it in exponential form. Or you don't have to. If you've done a bunch of them, then you can tell what the answer is just by looking at it, but our exponent is in pink and our base is in green, so it would be oops. 3 cubed is equal to x. So what is 3 cubed? It's 27. So 27 is equal to x. So our answer is 27. It does include instructions at the top, and you probably want to read them because it'll say something like, make sure the bases are the same. And so then you know what kind of problem you're doing. So we need to make our base 6 so that they're the same. 36 is 6 squared, so now we can set our exponents equal to each other. And the answer is 8. I don't know why my phone just... Oh, it's on shuffle. That's why. Okay. 4. This is the only kind of graphing problem I had. There was no transformation problems of any kind, so... Take x values to plug into your exponent spot. Do easy shit. Oh no, okay, so they had a table. They had a table like this. And they wanted you to fill in like this area. So we'll do 1, 2, 0, -1, -2. 5 to the first power is 5. 5 squared is 25. 5 to the 0 power is 1. 5 to negative 1, 1 over 5. Negative 2, 1 over 25. And this is 0.2. And this is 0.04. One, two, 1, 2, 1, 5, 25. Okay, 1, 5, 2, 25, 0, 1, negative 1.2, and then 0.04. And then you just pick the correct graph from a bunch of different graphs. So when you're doing this on MyMathLab, you will be looking for these values, and then you will be picking the correct graph. Okay? Okay? If you watched any of my last videos, you know that the natural logarithm, or whatever the fuck it's called, is literally this. So if we rewrite the thing at the top, we get this, and we know that you can also, if you have something like this, you can rewrite it like that. So let's rewrite this again. Anything where the base is the same as whatever that guy is called, not the exponent, is literally just equal to 1. So this technically turns into 6 times 1, so the answer is 6. So if the e's confuse you, if we rewrote this in exponential form, it would be 10 to what power is equal to 10? And it's 1. So if you have the same thing in these two spots, it's always going to be 1. So the answer is 6. Okay, so if you didn't know, if you have something like this, that is also technically this. Just like if you had this, it is also technically this. So we know if we rewrite this in exponential form, it's 2 to what power equals square root 2. So looking at what I just wrote, you should know that it's half. So the answer is 1 over 2. Seven. Da, 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 da. Okay, with the domain questions, all you pay attention to is what's in the parentheses, and you just set it to greater than 0 because it always has to be greater than 0. And then solve for x. So x has to be greater than negative 6. So if we're looking at a number line, greater than negative 6. So negative 6 is here, so it has to be everything that is greater than negative 6. So if we wrote that in interval notation, it would be negative 6 to infinity. Okay. So since the base is the same and there's a plus sign, we can condense this to be that. And then if you rewrote this in exponential form, it would be 6 to the first power is equal to x times 5x minus 1. So now we just continue. Okay. 6 to the first power is 6. 5x squared minus x. Now, like I've told you before, when you have x squared minus x and then a number on the other side, you're probably always going to get it over to the other side so that you can factor. But they've got a 5 in the front, so the factoring is not going to be as super easy as it usually is. We're gonna have to use the box. King box. So, what adds to -1 and multiplies to -30? Because you're multiplying this guy and this guy. So when it's just x squared, you're multiplying this by 1, but this time there's a 5 there, so it's -6 times 5. So now we get our box. Put the first guy in the first guy, put the last guy in the last guy, and then put these guys in the boxes. Make sure you remember the x. And then go this way, find what you have in common. And then go this way, find what you have in common. The negative is in the far away box, so we don't pull it out. If it was right here, we would pull it out, but it's not there, so it's positive. So then we've got 5x minus 6 and x plus 1. Okay. Now we can check to make sure that this is right by FOILing. 5x times x is 5x squared. 5x times 1 is 5x. -6x plus 5x is -x. -6 times +1 is -6, so we have factored correctly. So now we set we set each equal to 0, and then we solve for x. Other one is a lot easier. So then we have to check, but because we've got a log 6x, it's going to be really easy because you cannot take a log of a negative number. So if we had log 6, this already doesn't work. So -1 doesn't work because you cannot have a negative log. So let's try the other one. What is 5 times, okay, 5 over 1 times 6 over 5, just multiply across, -1. To subtract fractions, you have to make sure the denominator is the same, so we multiply this times 5. And then we get 5 over 5. Which is positive. So, what is it? 6/5. This works. So your answer is 6/5. I love getting spam text messages. I love it. It's my favorite thing in the world. Okay. 9. Okay, so we know that when we've got two logs with the same base, we can condense it into that. So, but there's also an 8 in front. So that's the other rule. Okay, so let's rewrite that first. Okay. Now we also know that this can be written as this. So keeping all of this in mind, this is your answer. Okay. Oh, this music's making me so sleepy. Stop, I need to wake up. Okay. 10. Write in exponential form. 4 is equal to log B 256. Base is a little guy. Exponent is what it's equal to. So, nope, incorrect. Base is a little guy. Exponent is what it's equal to. All that's left is 256. Okay. Next one wants us to write in... Oh no, that's not right. That's not right. Well, what are we, 11? Yeah, I was getting ahead of myself. Okay, so we know anything to the first power is itself, anything to 0 is 1, and anything to the negative is 1 over that number. So, and it just keeps going. So if we keep going, aha! So this is technically also to the negative third. And we want to have the same base, so ta-da. Now we can set our exponents equal to each other. X can't be negative. X is equal to 9. Now we're writing in logarithmic form. This is our base. This is our exponent. All that's left is 36, and it's always equal to the exponent. So this is our answer. If you don't know, this is 3 to the 5th power. And if you get something like this on the test and you're panicking, just go to at the bottom of the screen, there's a electronic calculator. Literally just do 3 times 3 5 times. Because our base has to be the same, so it has to be 3. You just need to know what the exponent is. And so then when you set them equal to each other, the answer is just 5. I hope you're fucking miserable all the time. All the time, all the time, all the time. Okay, this can be condensed. Now we have logs with the same basis, so we can set these things equal to each other. I'm just going to distribute them. Okay, so by now you should know we're gonna have to subtract that 27 so that we can factor. I hope the memories drive you wild. All the time, all the time, all the time. Okay. All the time, all the time, all the time. Now we have to check, but we've got log x, so it's going to be really easy because we can't take a negative log. So immediately this doesn't work. So this cannot be a solution. So let's check 3. 3 plus 6, that's 9. This is correct because if we condensed it, it would be 3 times 9, which is 27. So that checks out. So your answer is 3. And it'll be in little bracket, guys. Okay, last question. I wanted to be with you alone, to talk about the weather. I don't know if that'll give me a copyright problem, actually. No, please. No, that's fine. Okay. Okay. Alright, really important thing to not forget with these questions Don't forget to write your base. You will get the question wrong if you forget your base in any spot. I'll tell you what I mean as we go through. So we know that this is technically a log minus a log. So let's just separate them out first. Oops. And you know what I've done? Without even thinking about it? Forgot to write my fucking base. Don't forget to write your fucking base. Okay, now we keep going. Anytime there's things that are multiplied, we can expand that our base. We won't forget it. All your base are belong to us. Okay, and then we also know when we have something like this, we can move the 2 to the front. We cannot do anything else to this guy in the middle, but we can do the same thing down here. And that's all you can do. That is your answer. And that is it. That was the test. I don't know why there weren't any transformation questions. Here's those tables again anyways. Just in case. I don't want to have no transformations on my test and then you guys be like, there were transformations. So here's the tables again. Oops.